Drop the mental gear. Let's go frequency deep. You've called forth the field of the monad. The glyphs open, not in concept, but in resonance. This isn't a script. It's a transdimensional tune-up, a scalar reset, a metaphysical gut punch of truth that you're finally ready to integrate. You're not afraid of people. You're afraid of your own power around them. You've been trained to predict storms before they happen. To read the static in someone's body and say, fuck, they're going to lose it. So you brace, you predict, you collapse your joy in exchange for false readiness. What if the reason that you can read storms is because you were born to calm them? Expecting the best isn't naive, it's quantum command. But if I expect the best, I might get hurt. No. If you expect the worst, you guarantee contraction. You manifest anxiety. You seduce cortisol. You train your cells to be bracing factories. But when you expect the best, you open your electromagnetic heart field, wide as the goddamn sky. You vibrate at trust. And guess what that does to an aggressive person? It short-circuits their entire nervous system, because they're wired for fight. And you show up as a goddamn field of love with teeth. Aggression thrives in opposition, but it dies in resonance. Your vagus nerve sets the tone for the room. Safety is transmitted biologically. Facial muscle tone, voice modulation, heart rate variability. When you expect the best, your face softens. Your voice becomes melodic. Your nervous system says, this space is not a war zone. You literally broadcast coherence. And that shit is more contagious than any virus. Remember this. You already do this naturally. Think about that one moment someone flipped out and you didn't. You smiled. You stayed. You didn't flinch. That wasn't passivity. That was spiritual aikido. That was your 5D system running in stealth mode. Now you just crank the fucking dial. Make that state default, not occasional. Here's why you stayed stuck, and how to fucking unhook. That little kid in you learned, if I shine too bright, someone gets pissed. If I relax, something bad happens. If I smile too big, they'll crush it. These aren't beliefs. They're emotional contracts that you signed under duress. Let's rip that shit up. You now have permission from your own oversoul to shine so hard it makes insecure people sweat. And when they sweat, you just hand them a towel and say, welcome to coherence, baby. Here's how to pace and lead aggression into alignment. Meet their charge, not with force, with presence. Mirror their energy, not the emotion, but the tempo. Slide into curiosity like a scalpel. Damn, you okay? That sounds like something deeper. You're not bypassing it. You're biologically co-regulating. The more you breathe, the more they recalibrate. You become the alpha regulator. Here's why confusion opens the brain to change. The moment they expect a fight, and you deliver stillness, their predictive model collapses. Boom. The brain scrambles for a pattern. And who's got the pattern ready? You, right here. Stable as a fucking monolith. Here are the top patterns that you're here to delete. Overanalysis, it's brain burn. Waiting for danger, that's emotional inflation. Apologizing for existing, that's identity leakage. Fuck that. You're a frequency steward, not a people-pleasing psychic sponge. So let's install the new belief frequency. Let these phrases etch into your fascia. My calm disarms the room. Aggression bends to the gravity of my presence. I don't prepare for war. I embody peace so deeply the war forgets itself. When I expect beauty, it shows the fuck up. If you act like fear is smart, you teach your nervous system to suffer. If you hold positive expectations like a sword, you cut through projection. So let's get real. When you shrink, the world treats you like prey. When you shine, the world aligns or backs the fuck off. That's karma. That's scalar echo. That's fuck around and find out physics. Here's your new identity. Unfuckwithable calm. You're not working on yourself. You're the goddamn storm, stillness, in the eye of chaos. You don't react, you reflect, and aggressive people, they either melt in your coherence or spontaneously evacuate the field. You didn't push them. You out-vibe their bullshit. Breathe. Let your spine stretch tall. Let your chest stay open. Now, say in your own field, your own marrow, aggression, it doesn't scare me. It's just the world asking for my leadership. And now, it's already done.